Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video going to be a preview of tonight's Champions League game against Red Bull Leipzig, our fourth game of the eight game campaign in the first phase. We've got two more home games after this and a draw in tonight's match, along with the 4 points we already have, along with a couple more home wins, should see us quite safely into that playoff phase for the last 16 stage. And I do feel that, given all the factors going into this match, that Celtic have every chance of getting at least a draw. And if they play especially well, they've got a chance of winning tonight's game against Red Bull Leipzig. This video primarily is going to be a wee chat regarding my predicted score, predicted lineup, one or two wee thoughts regarding how Celtic could play the game tonight, and a wee update on the injury situation for the two teams. Before we do crack on with the video though, however, just a wee suggestion, encouragement, reminder, if you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscriber button with on the border of 1,100. That would be a lovely wee level to reach by the weekend. So do click that subscriber button if you've not yet subscribed. Please do, if you do like the video, click that like button as well. It does help YouTube send the channel and the videos to more and more of an audience. And do pop your own thoughts into the comment section regarding the lineup, predicted score, and any other thoughts regarding tonight's match. So without further ado, I'm just going to make my suggestion as to what would be Celtic's team tonight. I think Celtic should very much go into the game tonight with the same team that started off the game against Aberdeen. I think it's important to keep some solidity and cohesion in the defence, and so we're going to go for Kasper Schmeichel in goal, Alistair Johnston at right back, Cameron Carter-Vickers right centre back, Austin Trusty left centre back, and Alex Valley left back. Quite a lot of fan sites and journalists are suggesting that Rodgers will go for Scales on the left and Greg Taylor on the left. I personally like the greater defensive ability of Alex Valley, the greater height and speed of Austin Trusty to combat the threat that Red Bull Leipzig will pose in attack and in midfield. The standard midfield of Hatate, McGregor and Engels. Out wide on the right, of course, Nicholas Kuhn. On the left, Dyson Maida. And I'm going to go for Kyogo up front. Again, quite a lot of fan sites and journalists suggesting Adam Ida. But I think the extra pace of Kyogo, his ability to get in behind defence, which then draws Celtic's midfielders and wide players into the box for passes, rebounds, etc., etc. And I think Ida was very much the correct way to go against Atalanta. However, I think Celtic are going to be a wee bit more on the front foot in this game, and so Kyogo is the better option, reserving Ida to come on for the last half hour or so, either as a 1-2 punch with Kyogo if we need a goal in the last half hour, or if we are looking to hold on to a lead or a drawing score. Ida does give us more options in terms of different ways of getting the ball into the box, more of a threat at set pieces as well with his increased heading ability. So I think Celtic do have quite a number of options. Good midfield replacements in Bernardo and McCowan, good wide replacements in Forrest and Palmer, and we'll have the versatility of Liam Scales on the bench and the ability of Taylor and Ralston, both of whom can play a variety of roles in the defence and even at a push in midfield. keys for Celtic, I think, are to defend tightly and defend well. I think Valley and Johnson will be less attacking than usual, forming a tight, slightly deeper back four. Both Carter Vickers and Trusty and Johnson and Valley can all step into the midfield to support midfield if required. They can all distribute the ball well. And so I think that gives Celtic quite a lot of defensive strength. Callum McGregor also will operate that wee bit deeper, being a distribution player, taking the ball off the defence and getting the ball through to Hatate and Engels to create chances, or out wide for Maeda and Kuhn to use their pace to get in behind the defence. I think also at many spells, Nicholas Kuhn and Maeda will need to drop back into midfield style roles to have a nice tight five players across the middle to counteract Red Bull Leipzig, who I think, given the fact that they have lost all three of their first three fixtures in the Champions League, I think they're going to have to come out and be a wee bit more attacking than normal in an away fixture. And for that reason, I think Celtic at times are going to have to look to defend. So nice strong back four, and at times Kuhn, Maeda dropping back to support the fullbacks, and Engels and McGregor dropping back to support the centre backs as well. So they do have, I think, good resources coming off the bench, both to tighten up a game or to get an equaliser or a winner. And so we, in essence, have a good full squad. A lot of the German journalists are stating that Red Bull Leipzig will be missing at least four of their star players, probably their two best players, Xavi Simons and Castello Lokeba, are both definitely out, along with Rome and Schlager. And there are some doubts over a couple of other players after their loss at the weekend in the Bundesliga to Borussia Dortmund. Red Bull Leipzig, however, still lie second in the Bundesliga, having only lost one game this season in Germany, with 6 wins and 2 draws. Although, as I mentioned earlier on, they have got 0 points so far in the Champions League. Finally, my own wee thoughts regarding a predicted result. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw tonight. I would love to predict a win, but I think given the fact that Red Bull Leipzig are a very high quality team, their first 3 fixtures so far in the Champions League have all been against elite opposition. And they did run Liverpool close in the last match. And so I think combination of Celtic playing at or near their best and the massive partisan crowd at Celtic Park should see Celtic through to a draw. I think if Red Bull Leipzig are missing 4 players, especially their 2 best players, there is a chance that they may take a bit of time to get going in the game, in which case Celtic, if we come out hot and attacking, could get into a nice early lead, and then with the defensive abilities of our back four and Kasper Schmeichel, it does allow us then to hit them on the break and counter-attack with the pace of Kuhn, Maeda, Kyogo, Engels getting the ball forward to support each other. That just about finishes things off for today's video. I will be doing a post-match review video of the Celtic Leipzig match tomorrow. As we finish, just a wee polite request, reminder, suggestion to click that like and subscribe buttons. Keep the subscriber numbers going up and up, and as I said, do feel free to pop your pleasant, polite thoughts, debating points, opinions regarding the lineup, formation, and Celtic's tactics for tonight, and also your predicted score. For me, 2-2, and 1 point nearer the playoff for the last 16 stage, which is a reasonable target for Celtics to set themselves, given the way the draw has fallen and given how the first 3 games in the league have gone so far too. And so until tomorrow's video, good luck Celtic in your game tonight against Leipzig. Goodbye and hail, hail.